Hey everyone, Greg Meskel here with National Referee Director Jim Cullingham. FINA introducing a lot of new water polo rules. Some of you might be confused, so Jim and I are going to try and help clear things up for you. First things first, everything is on our website. Go to usawaterpolo.org. Under membership, referee association, you'll see a playing rules link right there. There's points of emphasis, the rules are there, everything you need to know is right there. But Jim, even with that said, we still want to try and make sure that everyone knows what's going on.
Indeed. Greg, as you mentioned, all the information is available to all of our members on the Referee Association page. What we'd like to do now is maybe touch on some of the things that have raised the most questions or of most concern as we go forward and everybody's preparing for their games. Realize that there's a lot of changes that have been made at the FINA level for elimination of overtime, number of timeouts during the game, roster limitations and that sort of stuff. A lot of those things are going to be modified for competition in the United States, and that information is also posted on the website.
You know, we mentioned that points of emphasis document. Some of those things are right there for you, so take a look at that. Jim and I will go over a few of the more maybe talked about or wondered about things that people are curious about. First thing, free throws and interference.
Big change on that, Greg, that I think will make the game more enjoyable for players, spectators, and a little bit easier for the referees. The rule has been changed to mandate that a defender must drop away from an offensive player that they've fouled. Instead of staying in their face, if I fouled you, I need to back up before I can raise a hand. There is no guideline specifically in the rules, but we're using the distance of about 1 meter. Bottom line is the player on defense must demonstrate to the referee that they're not interfering with the free throw.
Next thing we're going to talk about defensive fouls in transition. What's the change there?
Greg, this is probably one of the rule changes that's most open to further interpretation as we go forward. The letter of the rule basically states that fouls committed by the defense that hinder the attack, hinder the advantage of a team in transition on counterattack should be addressed as exclusions. Mostly in the backcourt. It's important that the referee and the players realize if a team is indeed still in transition, that kind of dictates to the referee when that exclusion should be called. We are not instructing referees to call an immediate exclusion on that very first foul that establishes possession on a counterattack. It's once that counterattack happens and a team is truly in transition and has gained an advantage.
Jim, moving right along, next thing up, impeding and two-hand fouls as exclusions.
Yeah, especially on the perimeter, Greg, the intent of the rule, and this isn't really a new rule, it's more a reinforcement of existing philosophy in an effort to promote movement on the part of the offense. The referees are being instructed to punish a defender who is fouling with two hands, grabbing, holding, sinking, pushing, that sort of stuff, to allow the offense to continue to play. Those will be addressed as exclusions almost always, whereas before they may have just been ordinary fouls.
Last but not least, procedure for exclusion fouls inside the 5-meter line.
The thought among the FINA TWPC, the people that passed down these rules, was that an exclusion inside the 5, especially away from the ball, was too big of an advantage considering the offense committed by the defender. So what we are instructing referees to do is slow that procedure down a little bit. And if I may, I'd like to stand up and sort of demonstrate the mechanics.
Please do.
If you don't mind. If I am the attack referee focusing at center, if you will, the ball is still on the perimeter, I see an exclusion. First thing I do is stop play to the defender, or to the offensive player rather, that has the free pass now, signal the exclusion by blowing my whistle to tweet. I make sure that everybody in the pool, and including the table, know who is excluded. Exclude that player. Once they are on their way out, then I signal to the player with the free pass to put the ball in play. The theory again is to slow the whole thing down and not give too big of an advantage to the offensive team.
All right, Jim, so appreciate you explaining all those things. If I'm a USA Water Polo member, when can I expect to see these changes affect the events or games I'm playing in?
The rules are in effect for 99% of the competitions in the United States now. For further questions, I suggest that all members, be they athletes, coaches, or referees, contact their zone head referee. Contact information for those individuals can be found on the referee page of the USA Water Polo website as well. We're also in the process, members should know, of scheduling a number of referee coach education schools throughout the country, in addition to a couple of overviews of new rules seminars, we're calling them. The first of which is going to be this coming, or a couple Thursdays from now, February 13th in the Southern California area. And obviously we will invite coaches, players, and parents basically to all of those, in addition to the referees. Look at the website. We'll be calendaring those schools and have all that information posted here within a few days.
Excellent. So school's coming soon if you need more information. Again, if you're looking for more information on these rules, points of emphasis, learning more about it, you can go to our website, usawaterpolo.org. Underneath membership, there's a referee association or the coach association page. If you're a ref or a coach, either way, get there. Go to the playing rules. You'll see all the information you need, and hopefully it helps you better understand these new rules. And hopefully Jim and I have done you a service today in explaining these new water polo rules. Thanks for joining us.